I always thought Gandhi was an introvert, but going through his autobiography and his experiences with people, I don't think he's an introvert anymore. He really enjoys being around people. Today, we will see how Gandhi was seeking to get in touch with more people in South Africa and know them better, learn their experiences. Welcome to Somi's Chai and Chat. Stay tuned. There is another key person in Pretoria that Gandhi meets. His name is Seth Taib Haji Khan Muhammad. And he is similar to Dada Abdullah, that is Seth Abdullah. And without him, Gandhi couldn't move around publicly. He had to be there all the time with him. And Gandhi, after experiencing whatever he experienced in Pretoria and his journey, it was traumatizing to him. Therefore, he decided to know more about Indians living in Pretoria. And he made sure to meet every single Indian living in Pretoria. He expressed his desire to meet everybody, to Seth Taib Haji Khan Muhammad, and he gladly agreed to do the same. Therefore, they decided to meet with Indians every week. How they got into getting Indians together here, this is very interesting to learn. And Gandhi explains it step by step. So the first thing they did was they called all the Indians in Pretoria for a meeting. And then they presented them a picture of their condition in Transvaal. That is another city in South Africa. So the meeting that was held, which had this intention that Gandhi had, they were attended mostly by the merchants who were in Pretoria at that time. And there were very little people who were, again, he is addressing them as by religion. He says that there were little Hindus there. They're more of Muslim population, but they were all from India. And they were all attending the meeting that Gandhi called for. Gandhi says that this was his very first speech, a public speech in his whole life. He had never given a speech before in front of a group of people. His topic here was observing truthfulness in business, because he is always behind the truth about anything he does. He wanted to present his idea about observing truthfulness. And merchants always said that in business, saying truth was not possible. So he wanted to bring this topic, open up this topic for a conversation. Therefore, Gandhi urges all these merchants who had attended this meeting to be more truthful, and saying truth being the duty in the business especially is their duty to do so, because they have a responsibility as they are from a different country and representing millions of other people from a different country. So Gandhi urges them to be truthful in business. When you're doing business, you have to say truth, fact. Gandhi here volunteers at many levels. The first goal here is to change the insanitary habits of Indians as compared to those of Englishmen around them, because he was observing that Indians in general didn't practice those sanitary requirements as English people did. And he also said that we have to forget about all the distinctions. Hindus, Muslims, Parsis, Christians, Gujaratis, Madrasis, whatever it is, forget about all those and let's get together. We are from the same country and work on making our sanitary habits better. And they form an association at then and there, and Gandhi offers to spend time as much as possible to get this going, to help this goal achieve. And then again, there were people who knew English and some people who didn't know English. Many of the merchants, they had gone there, they were purely focused on business and they didn't really know English. They could just get through and that's it. Therefore, Gandhi also volunteers to give English classes by giving examples as adults can learn as much as kids. So don't stop yourself from learning. Gandhi makes some progress teaching English to some of the people, and then finally he is very happy with the stay in Pretoria, especially knowing Indians there with their social, economic, and political conditions. And therefore, he comes back with a very deeper perspective of Indians living in South Africa and an urge to help them and something to change, which is drive in him at this point. He was hoping to return to home, that is India, by after the case was done, that is the end of the year. But this scenario and involving himself with so many other activities, helping, volunteering, it just connections became much deeper and that took a very different turn. Now back to reflection for my listeners. What are some of the scenarios that you have not really planned, but you just do it and then it takes you into a different route and you learn about yourself or you explore about yourself? What are those? Think about them and bring awareness into those situations which you hadn't really planned, but it happens anyway. Talk to you soon. Bye.